up on Crossfire Collectibles, the Star Wars The Black Series, pre-VIZSLA from the Clone Wars. Stick around. What's up and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video we'll be unboxing and reviewing the Star Wars The Black Series pre-VIZSLA from the Clone Wars. So another Mandalorian figure to add to our Black Series collection, and here we have the new Star Wars The Black Series, the Clone Wars pre-VIZSLA. So go ahead and give you a shot of the figure back in the windowed packaging. Pretty cool. You see he's got his helmet, jetpack, pair of Westars, and the Darksaber. Cool stuff. There you see his assortment numbers. Flip to the side for this awesome side art. That looks pretty wild. I'm assuming maybe that's Darth Maul in the background. Anyways, pre-VIZSLA. Show you the bottom, just some junk. The back, that nice artist rendition picture right here. Little mini bio. I'll go ahead and read it for you. Pre-VIZSLA was governor of Concordia, a moon of Mandalore during the Clone Wars. Behind closed doors, he led Death Watch, a secret group of commandos seeking control of Mandalore. True that, true that. Nothing on the side. Star Wars Black Series. And we'll go and pop him open. First, we need the trusty dusty Kniff. And first, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe for future content. All right. So we will pop him open. He is one of the figures I've been looking forward to. You know, finally another faced and named Mandalorian. So that's always good. I like adding some new stuff. I mean, technically not out of the ordinary, crazy new, but technically new. So get that out of here. Got some crap. All right, let's go over the accessories. So we'll go with the obvious stuff first. Things that we have seen with plenty of other figures, and that would be his Westar pistols. As you can see, he's got two matching pairs here, all like a dark gray in color. No, I guess no accents, no extra colors or nothing like that, just simply gray. Put them aside. And next up, we'll take a look at his unique looking jetpack. So this is pretty cool. Haven't seen one like this before. So kind of matches his Clone Wars look for his jetpack. As you can see on the back, it's got this little back leveling pieces right here along with the peg to go into the back. He has a little rocket at the top that does come out and can plug back in simply with that little push of the peg into the hole at the top right here. Two jets at the bottom right here on the left and right. No blast effects, so no taking off, flying, nothing like that. Very unique looking pack itself. You know, it has some, it's more like a shiny silver with the rest being dark gray. This being a mix of a gray with a silver tip at the top of the missile. Red and white over the buttons, and looks about it, but pretty neat. You can see right here he has this loop to where it looks like he can actually hold something on there. What would go in that spot, I'm not sure. Maybe the Darksaber if you don't want to have him holding it, but we'll see. So that's cool. I like this. Next, we'll go over the Darksaber. So here's this. You can see black blade with the white illumination going around it. And here you have the Darksaber hilt. And we'll see if this blade pops off. And it doesn't seem to, unless it's just really snug in there. I'm going to give it a little bit of a tug. Yep, it does come off. So it was just really nice and jammed in there. But as you can see, this does have a plug to go into the hole at the tip of the hilt right there. I don't know if that was meant to actually come out, because it seems like there was an actual wider piece at the bottom of this, but I don't know. Either way, that's cool. But while we have that out, I'm going to bring the jetpack back over and see if that hilt will actually fit on this little piece right here on the back. It does fit, but I'm not sure if it goes there. I don't know what else would go there. I don't see any other accessories in here, but for now, we'll just do that. I think that's okay, so we'll leave it as is. Right, now, we'll bring out his helmet. Now this is pretty wild looking. This looks really, really nice. I like how it's a little bit thicker, but hollow on the inside. You can see that the thickness around it is, you know, thicker than your average Mandalorian helmet that we've gotten already. He's got some of the Death Watch markings on it. All gray. I think it's supposed to be a two-tone gray, but regardless. The two side pieces right here, they're unique, almost like antennas. They are on this little piece right here, and you can simply take that off, and if you want to plug it right back in, it's cool. And the same should go with this side. We'll move it around, and they can go any way you want it, which is pretty nice. I like that. I think I'm gonna leave them up. You see more silver on the back. This is like a duller gray, and this is has a more sheen to it. Coming around, cool stuff. I like that. That's one of the nicer helmets I've seen with Black Series Mandalorian so far. And now we will break VIZSLA free from his plastic dungeon. Nothing to it. And here he is. As you can see, it looks like a lot of this is just repaints. Of course, he's got the Death Watch markings on his chest. Definitely reused parts. You can see some Django in here. Looks like Mandalorian warrior. Come around, give him a quick once over before we get into his articulation. Cool, nice dark looking figure. All right, so first let's go over his head here, his head sculpt. As you can see, here he is. They gave him more of a almost like more of a live action look to him. And you see pretty much the shaved head. He's got that nice scar running across his face right here. Portrait looks pretty good. Got a bit of facial hair. You see head is of course on a ball joint, and this is pretty wild. It looks like there's a hinge on the ball joint itself, so you can have the head look up all the way that far, or turn it forward, and it can go all the way down to his chin, touching his chest plate. So great articulation with that hinge on the ball joint on the head. It can do a full 360 around. The neck doesn't look like the neck itself moves. No, but that hinge makes up for it, so that's awesome. That's cool. All right, coming around, no butterfly joints. His arms can come out that far. They can rotate a full 360. Move down to the elbows. He does have a single joint elbow, pinless as well. The cord that runs down to his gauntlets right here, it separates. Actually, no, it's actually two pieces coming from underneath his sleeve right here. From underneath the sleeve, down the flight suit, into the bracers. Two different parts here, so you can have, you know, your little rockets or your flamethrower, depending what side it is. And then coming down to the hand, it is on hinge peg, full 360, can come in that far, move out that far. Moving on. All right, due to the chest, I'm not seeing any ab crunch available. He does have waist swivel. The belt is a separate piece and also unique looking. We haven't seen any Mandalorians with this style belt yet, so that's cool. It's basically two pouches with a bunch of that Star Wars-y look around it. Moving down to the legs, due to the little thigh holsters that he has, the legs will not come out any further than that on each side. There is thigh rotation. The legs cannot really go back at all. They can come forward some. Moving down, you can see his little knee rockets on each side and the knee pads. Does look like they are double jointed. So he has double jointed pinned knees. Move that back down. Then we're moving down, go past the shins, down to the foot. The foots are connected with a hinge peg to move that far forward, and they can come up only that far. Looks like the shin guard's blocking that. It does have side-to-side pivot. And overall, not the best of articulation, but the head articulation and neck is great. So that's cool. So we'll go ahead and give him the nice little stand test, and he doesn't seem that great. So we'll try to give him a break in the thigh some to get him to stand up properly once we figure out how we're going to do him and try to get him in a pose. So we'll stand him back for a moment right here. I'm going to bring in another figure for a quick size comparison. And who else but the mentee alone, Bo-Katan. So, yeah, I guess he would be about that size. I think they made him a little bulk. I don't think pre-VIZSLA was supposed to be that big. He's more of a skinnier type, like slender build. But he looks good. It'll work. I think he compares well with Bo-Katan. He's got a bit of a height advantage, which he should. So that's really cool. But yeah, they look good together. So all right, we'll take her back out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and get pre-VIZSLA geared up. So first, we're going to get them West Stars put into the holsters. So we'll go to the right thigh, pop in one West Star right there. Move over to the left, pop a West Star in right there. Get that arm back down. I'm going to actually have the helmet on him. I didn't plan to do that, but the helmet just looks too good not to wear. So there he is with it on. And that looks awesome. That helmet makes this figure. I'm going to have him wielding the dark saber. So go ahead and take that hilt off the backpack. We'll get this plugged in again, right there. So go ahead and gear him up with that right here. See how we're going to have him hold this. Doesn't look like he wants to hold it that well. So maybe I'll give him a West Star actually. So we'll give him the dark saber in one hand and a blaster in the other. Spin it around. Load that up. Have him almost like he's ready to go into battle. Try to move that hinge some on that hand. Unfortunately, it doesn't move that great. So do something like that. Let's see if he'll stand up. I think that looks good. Go ahead and plug that backpack on. Pop that into place. And it's going to make him a little back heavy, I'm sure, but we'll get it worked out. Okay, there we go. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and get him on the turntable and we'll give some final thoughts. Be sure to check out our previous videos. A link will always be pinned in the comments. All right, here is your Star Wars The Black Series pre-VIZSLA from the Clone Wars 6-inch action figure by Hasbro. Cool figure. I'm definitely happy with a lot of it, and I'm a little disappointed in some of it. The gauntlets, we'll start with them. They're different. They're not the same as ones we've seen before, especially with that tubing. So they make it, they're okay. The body itself, I was kind of wishing, you know, they might have had some upgraded parts, but it looks like it's a lot of reuse. The weapons are cool. You know, of course they're reused, but I'm happy to have them. The jetpack is totally unique, so I'm proud to have that. It's a totally new sculpt. It looks good, so that's a plus. And the main good things are from the neck up, which is of course his portrait of his head or his face sculpture, and the helmet itself. The helmet is what makes this figure, I think, in my opinion. It looks good, very unique. The design is great looking. I like the make of it. It's thicker than the previous helmets that we've gotten. It's more sturdier. It stands out well. It's thicker. It fits the head perfect. It's great. I love it. So overall, it's a good figure. He should be hitting stores now, maybe soon. If not, I got him a little early. We're a little late getting to him, but you know, we got him, and we figured go ahead and throw it up for this weekend before we come on to our Thanksgiving week, which we will have some stuff up this week. So be sure to tune in and check it out. So that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please, like always, leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.